Okay, today we are counting down the top 7 most popular neighborhoods in Hendersonville, Tennessee. So if you're not familiar with Hendersonville, this is a suburb, really popular suburb right outside of Nashville. It's growing really quickly. We're going to count these down by sales volume. So obviously there's a lot of really popular neighborhoods in Hendersonville, but these are the neighborhoods that have the most homes sold, under contract, or listed currently in the Hendersonville area. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the area and you've been considering Hendersonville, or you're not familiar with all the suburbs, this video is going to be great for you. So be sure to stay tuned. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Jennifer Gramling. I'm a real estate agent here in Nashville and the surrounding area. I just put out videos trying to get you more familiar with Nashville. If you're thinking about moving here or relocating, it's going to be a great channel for you, so be sure to subscribe. And like I said, I am an agent in the area, so if you have questions at all about moving here or relocating, be sure to reach out to me. You can find all my contact information in the description. Call, text, email, however you want to get in touch, and we can get all of your relocating questions answered. You have people just like you moving here all the time that we're helping to relocate and find the perfect spot for them, so don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, so like I said, Hendersonville is a really popular suburb on the north side of Nashville. We are going to take a look at these neighborhoods on a map, so you'll get kind of a sense of where it is in relationship to Nashville and all those different things. But just to give you an idea of what pricing is like in the Hendersonville area, because some of the suburbs can be pretty pricey in and around Nashville. They've definitely been going up over the last few years. But the median home price in October of 2024 in Hendersonville is about $532,000 as of right now. So that's going to be considerably lower than some of those other suburbs, especially in the Williamson County area, where it can easily be double that for the median home sale price. So in this Hendersonville area, you've got a much lower price point, and it's really, really beautiful. There's so many things that I love about Hendersonville, and I am going to do a full video on Hendersonville coming up soon, just to give you more of an idea. Today we're counting down the neighborhoods, but I'll give you a more comprehensive video on Hendersonville coming up pretty soon, so you can get more of a sense of the area. But it's really beautiful out here. It's really well groomed, really pretty, and it's right on Old Hickory Lake. So if you want access to the lake and you like lake living and being right there and also being still in close proximity to Nashville, this is going to be a great option for suburbs if you're looking for a suburb to live in. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into some of these neighborhoods so that you can take a look and see what things are selling for and what kind of amenities and things like that they have in these neighborhoods. Okay, so coming in at number 7 is going to be Meadows of Indian Lake. Let's take a look at these listings and where they are on a map, and then we'll talk about pricing. Okay, so taking a look on the map, you can see this is going to be where this Meadows of Indian Lake is. So I'm going to zoom out just to give you an idea, but you can see actually that these are right here on Old Hickory Lake. So you'll see here on the map, it says Cumberland River, but it'll also say Old Hickory. So that's the same thing, but if you zoom out, you're right here on the lake. Gets much smaller as you zoom out, but actually this is a really nice size lake. So when you zoom out, you've got Nashville right here. So you're going to be about 30 minutes from Nashville, give or take, depending on traffic. But zooming in, this gives you an idea of where these are. Now, the schools that you're going to be zoned for here, if schools are important to you, if you have kids, the schools you're going to be zoned for are Indian Lake Elementary, Robert Ellis Middle, and Hendersonville High. So look those up if schools are important to you. But let's go ahead and take a look at the listings and see what they look like in this area. So you're just going to see some active, pending, and closed in here. I just grabbed a few select of these so that you could see. But these are some listings that are currently active here at the beginning. And what you're going to notice here, we're just going to take a peek here, but homes in here are going to be about 3 to 4 bedrooms, somewhere from 3,000 to 5,000 square feet plus, and they're going to be somewhere in the price range from about 800,000 to over $1 million. And these homes are going to be on the newer side. You will find a little bit older ones. You've got this one that was built in 2012 here that's actively listed, priced at $845. But then you're going to have some newer ones. You can see this one was built here in 2021. That one's priced at $1.3 million. But if we just click on this one as an example and take a look at some of these photos, you've got a nice large lot here. This house is going to be newer with real sand and finish hardwood floors, a beautiful porch out here. So you're getting a lot for your money out here in this area of Hendersonville. If you're spending $1.3 million, you should be getting something really nice out in Hendersonville, unless you're directly on the lake. If you're directly on the lake, it's obviously going to bump that price up, but this just kind of gives you an idea. That house is going to be over 5,000 square feet, 5 beds, 4.5 baths. So this is a great house for 1.3. But you can find a lot of homes in here for under $1 million as well. You've got one that's new. This one's just being built. That's almost 3,700 square feet, 4 beds, 3 baths. You got another one that's currently under construction here, priced at $858. So if this is closer to your price point, 4 beds, 3 baths, almost 3,200 square feet. But you can kind of see this home is really, really beautiful. So if this is something that you like, then especially at this price point in the 800s is really, really nice. And then your lot size in here, you can see you have a really nice yard here, but the lot size on this is going to be just over 1/4 of an acre. And then you have these are all currently pending. But just gives you an idea of what you can buy and the price point in here. These are some more new builds. And then you have this existing one that closed back in June at $770. So it gives you an idea of that as well. And then another new build that was closed at $1.5 million. And this home was almost 5,800 square feet. It had a finished basement, which is really coveted here in the Nashville area because we don't have a lot of basements. And then you can see from the back, this is actually beautiful. You're really close to the lake here, but you're obviously not on the lake directly, but you've got a lot of square footage, a lot of space in this house, and a lot of nice upgrades. So that just gives you an idea of what you're paying for in this house here. And then just going down, you've got more new builds, but this gives you an idea of Meadows at Indian Lake. Now, this neighborhood does not have amenities, but again, you are very close to the lake. There's going to be playgrounds nearby. There's walking paths, and then you will have access to other community playgrounds and things, throughout the area. You are close to town here in this neighborhood, so you have access to other playgrounds and things like that. You're obviously very close to the lake, and these are going to be a little bit larger lots in some cases, so you will have the ability to put playgrounds, pools, all those things in your own yard here. Okay, coming in at number 6 is going to be Mansker Farms. So let's take a look at where this is on the map. Okay, so Mansker Farms is going to be located right here. Now, the median home price in this neighborhood is going to be right around $510,000, so it's going to be on the lower side. Homes in here are also going to be a little bit smaller that you'll see. So you're going to find homes probably around 2,300 square feet up to about 3,000 square feet, 3 to 4 bedrooms. And then lot sizes in here are going to be somewhere from just under 1/5 of an acre up to probably around 1/3 of an acre is what you'll find. And then some of these homes, like I said, some of them will be a little bit older. And so some may need updating, some may not. But let's take a look. We'll just scroll through these listings really quick and give you an idea of what it looks like in this neighborhood. Okay, so if I go over here, we'll just start here at the top. You can see you've got a 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 3,000 square feet. This was a sold. Let's go back and sort these actually by what's active and what's sold. So here we go. Okay, so you've got an active 3-bed, 2-bath priced at $499. So that might be really appealing. In some of these other suburbs and stuff, you cannot find homes of this price. And this house looks like it's in great condition. And you've got a really nice sized yard here, lots of grass. You've got a 2-car garage, all brick. You'll find a lot of all brick homes in this neighborhood. You've got another listed at $794, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, almost 4,000 square feet. So this is going to be on the larger side, but we can just take a look at what this looks like. Also, again, just a really pretty yard and a lot of space in this house. Obviously, a lot of bedrooms if you're needing lots of bedrooms, if you have lots of kids or you have parents that are coming to stay. You've got a lot of extra room in this house. But this gives you an idea of what this looks like. We're going to talk about the amenities here in just a second as well, because this neighborhood has some great amenities. So we'll take a look at those in just a second. But you can see this just gives you an idea of what some of these homes are going to look like in this neighborhood. This one's listed at $635. 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 3,100 square feet. And this one, let's go ahead. This one has a great backyard. You've got real hardwood floors in here. And then let's take a look though at this listing actually has some great photos of the amenities in here. So you can see you've got a pool, you've got a little baby pool as well. And then you've got a playground, swing set, and then you've got basketball courts and pickleball courts. So people really love that. People love those pickleball courts right now, especially teenagers and stuff are really into playing pickleball. So it's really fun to have those in your own neighborhood. But that gives you an idea of this, and we'll just scroll through the rest of these to give you an idea. But these are all under contract. So this one was listed at $625, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3,000 square feet. And then here are a couple of sold. So you've got this one that sold for $450. That was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, just under 2,300 square feet. So if you're looking up for something on the smaller side, this has just over 1/5 of an acre for a lot. But you can see the inside of this. This is really pretty, really bright. And you've got a really nice yard here as well with some mature trees as well. So this looks pretty great for $450. And it would be hard to find this in some of the other suburbs at this price point. But this just gives you an idea of what Mansker Farms looks like. Oh, and quickly, we did not show you where this is located on the map. So let me click over here. This is going to be located north of where we were before. And if I just zoom out here, you can see where this is in relationship. The other neighborhood we were in was down here. We're going to zoom out and we're going to be located right here on this north side of Hendersonville. Now, the schools that you're going to be zoned for here at Mansker Farms are Madison Creek Elementary, T.W. Hunter Middle School, and Beach High School. So again, if schools are important, look those up. Those are the schools that you're zoned for. And this just gives you an idea of where you're located on this north side of Hendersonville right now. But still, pretty easy access to get over here to the lake if you're wanting to get over to the lake and participate in some of these lake activities. Okay, heading over to number 5. This is a brand new neighborhood called Laurel Park being built by Phillips Builders. Let's take a look at this on the map. Okay, here is where you're going to be located at Laurel Park, and I will just zoom out so that you can see. So you're going to be on the far north side over here of Hendersonville. So getting a little bit further from the lake, but you've still got access. And this is going to be a really pretty area out this way though. And you are going to have some groceries and things near here off this Vietnam Veterans. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these listings. Now, homes in here are going to be anywhere from around 2,300 square feet up to 3,500 square feet plus. You're going to have 3 to 5 bedrooms in these homes. And then they're selling anywhere from right around, well, right now, all the active listings are somewhere from the mid 700s to high 700s. You've had some past sales in the 600s and things, but as things are moving on and the neighborhood's getting more developed, those prices are starting to go up. So you're seeing more just 700s as of right now for the listed prices. And really quick again, while we're talking about this, the elementary school that you're going to be zoned for here is going to be Beach Elementary. Middle school is going to be T.W. Hunter Middle, and then it's going to be Beach High. So you can look those up again, but jumping back over to these listings just to give you an idea. So a lot of these are going to be built. Almost everything is going to be new construction here in this neighborhood. There has been one resale, but this is a newer neighborhood, so you're not going to see as much of that. And then as you scroll through, you'll see that the prices on some of these, these were put under contract probably close to a year ago, so they'll close at a little bit lower price. But for these new builds that you have listed here, they will have some examples of some of their builds, and you can come out and walk some of these homes that are already built out here, but this just gives you an idea of what they can look like. If you want to see one in person, feel free to reach out. Lot sizes in here are going to be right around 1/3 of an acre. This home right here is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, almost 3,000 square feet, and that's listed at $723. You've got another here listed at $718. It's 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, just under 3,000 square feet again. And you can see more of these finishes right here. Now you can customize these homes if you want to do that. So feel free to reach out to me if you have questions at all about building with this builder or being in this area. But you'll see a lot of these prices here in this, neighborhood of lower 700s, mid 700s to high 700s. You've got a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,500 square feet plus here. That's going to be listed at $797. So you can see what they have listed. This is this particular floor plan. And sometimes these are just examples of what you can build. Obviously, this is not already built. This is not due to be complete until May. So if you want to move in those summer months or, as time goes on, then these could be a really good option, or they have specs as well. If I scroll down, this is an example of one that sold that was previously completed in 2023 and lived in and then resold, but you can see what this looked like when it was complete. It's really, really pretty actually. So this gives you an idea of, a resale home, what this could look like after it was built as compared to what some of those builder photos looked like. But as for amenities, there are no amenities in this neighborhood. You're going to have sidewalks and things like that. But again, you're going to need to put some of those amenities in your own yard, which is definitely doable here. As your average lot size is right around 1/4 of an acre. So plenty of room, especially depending on how your house is situated on that lot in order to be able to do what you want in your own yard. Okay, so jumping over to number 4, I combined a couple of neighborhoods here, Cherokee Woods and Indian Lake Village, only because they're right next to each other. They're so similar in construction, look, price point, everything. So I just combined these kind of into one because they kind of all lump together. So let's take a look at these on the map. I love this area. Okay, so as you can see, they're going to be located right here on this second peninsula on Old Hickory Lake. So if I zoom out, you can see kind of where they're located right here. You've got Nashville down here, but they're going to be located kind of all in this area. And you're going to find a pretty big difference in some of these prices. Let me just click on this CMA report so that you can see kind of the differences in some of these prices. So you're going to have some that are as high as 2.3 million listed right now and as low as, 515 right here. And then you've got another under contract, which is 539, and then another under contract that's 1.6. And then you've got another one here at 410. And these are the ones that have recently sold. So again, you've got a big discrepancy here. You've got 568 and then you've got 1.2. The difference is that some of these are on the lake. So when you're looking at just the median or average home price here, you've got an average of $699 and a median home price of $580, but these can go much higher or much lower just depending on the property. So we'll jump over and take a look at some of these. But the ones that are going to be on the water, obviously, are going to be a lot more. So you can see this one is listed at 2.32, and it's got a dock. It's directly lakefront, and it's got beautiful views, beautiful yard out here. And then you're going to have a lot of nice details inside. So you can see that these on the lakefront are obviously going to be a lot more. But the really cool thing about this neighborhood as I go into these is going to just be the construction. So I love older homes. I think they're so fun. So you'll see some of these. These are going to be here. Let's go to organize these by active. So this one's going to be here in Cherokee Woods, going to be listed at $850. You've got 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3,500 square feet. And some of these houses, the square footage and all of these things are going to be varied depending on the type of house, but you've got a lot of character in these houses, and you will find some mid-century moderns in here. You'll find a whole variety of different types of builds and character, some on the water, some not. This one's going to be listed at 1,649. You can see you've got beautiful views of the lake here from this house. You've got a boat dock with a lift, for 1.69 to be directly on the water. And look at what they've done here with these doors. This is absolutely gorgeous. So love this lakefront house, really pretty and lots of views. So that gives you an idea of that. And then you can see you've got some of these smaller houses. This one's coming soon at $539. I mean, you're going to be walking distance to the lake, which is really, really nice. In this neighborhood, it's just really picturesque, really pretty, but you can pretty much assume these much higher priced homes are going to be on the lake. You've got this one, 3 beds, 4 baths, 3,500 square feet. You've got a lot of mature trees in the area. If you're looking for a neighborhood with more mature trees and a lot more character, this is going to be it. This home has a pool here. And then lot sizes in here are going to be a lot bigger also than what you're normally used to. So you can see this one's on 0.64 acres. This one's going to be on 0.72. You've got this one was on 0.83. This sold for $525. It's 3 beds, 2 baths. No photos for us on that one. But this one here is on half an acre. So if you're looking for a larger lot, and not always a huge home, which a lot of people really want that. Not a giant home on a larger lot. They don't want to take care of the house, but they do want space between their neighbors. This is a great place to do that and still be walking distance to the lake. So got a whole variety of different stuff. This house sold for $890. It was 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 4,000 square feet. And this is going to be right on the lake. Could use some updating, but at $890, you've got room in your budget maybe to do that. So to be right lakefront. So that's really nice. But that's what makes these neighborhoods so cool. So again, it's going to be right here on this peninsula. So the schools you're going to be zoned for here are going to be Indian Lake Elementary or Nanny Berry Elementary, Robert Ellis Middle School, and Hendersonville High School. So you can look those up if schools are important to you, but this is going to be Indian Lake Forest and Cherokee Woods. So really cool area. I like this a lot. Okay, coming in at number 3 is Saundersville Station. Let's take a look at where these are on the map. This is going to be a little bit older neighborhood again, and you'll see that the price points in here are going to be right around somewhere in the 500s. You can get as low as 400s all the way up to 600s, but on average, you're going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of the 500s. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so right here is going to be Saundersville Station, and we can zoom in on this so that you can see this neighborhood. You're going to be right next to Station Camp High School, and so while we're on the subject, you will be zoned for all Station Camp schools here. So there is a Station Camp Elementary, Middle, and High, and you will be zoned for all of those schools. And your neighborhood here is going to have a neighborhood pool and a little kiddie pool and playground and things. So if you want some amenities, this neighborhood is going to have that, and you can just see kind of some of these prices in here. So going to be on the lower side. And like I said, some of these are going to be a little bit older. So we can click over here so that you can see built in the earlier 2000s, but you will have a few newer homes in here as well. You've got this one currently listed here, which is a new build. This one's listed at $570, and this is going to be almost 2,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And you can kind of see what this looks like here as far as that goes, listed at $570. I think I already said that. You've got another new build listed here, priced at $555, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and this one is still to be built. So you actually have a few new builds in here, and then you'll see you've got this one listed at $606. This is going to be 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2,300 square feet. You have no interior photos, but these are just examples. And then So these are going to be some of the newer ones that you've got in here. You've got this one that was built in 2022, so kind of like a mid-range. You can see what this looks like right here. And you have a nice sized yard on this house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,000 square feet. But then you've also got some older homes in here. If you scroll down to this one, you've got a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,200 square feet. Now this house is under contract. It's not currently for sale at the moment, but this was built in 2012. So this would give you an idea of what this house would look like. It's in 2012 at this price point, and just gives you an idea. They've got the floor plan on here, and this is going to be right at 1/4 of an acre, priced at $535. And then more new builds. And then you've got this one here built in 2002. Just trying to give you some examples of some older homes. This one closed back in August at $505. It was 3 beds, 2.5 baths, 2,200 square feet. So this gives you an idea of some of these that are a little bit older. You have a really nice sized lot on this one. You can see, again, that's going to be on right around 1/4 of an acre. You've got this one built in 2002 also. And you can see this one is nicely updated. You've got a really nice yard in here with some really pretty trees. And here are what your amenities look like. You've got your pool, your kiddie pool. So if you want to let your kids get out and run around, that's a great place to do that. This one sold for $477,000 in October. So, I mean, that's a pretty great price. You're on almost 1/3 of an acre, 3 beds, 2.5 baths on this one. And then again, some more of these new ones. And then you're going to have, this is going to be one that was built in 2015. So you really have a whole range of different years that homes were built in here. So this was 2015, 3 beds, 2 baths, closed at $475, but you can see what this one looked like in here as well. So whole range of different types of homes in here, ages, price points, but you know, all somewhere kind of in that $400,000 to $600,000 range. You've got this one that closed at $449, 3 beds, 2 baths, 2,000 square feet. And you can just kind of scroll through here really quick. And then again, there's your amenities here. So yeah, you have a lot of different options in here as far as finding homes, whether you want new or you want something older. You've got this one currently listed here that was built in 2008. So you can see what this one kind of looks like, but this gives you a whole range of different options. And, you know, being walking distance to the high school, being right there is kind of nice as well. So this gives you an idea of Saundersville Station. And yeah, if this is a neighborhood that's within your price point and something that you're looking for, it's obviously a great one to consider. Okay, jumping over to number 2, we've got Norman Farms. So this is actually a really big neighborhood. It's being built by what was formerly the Jones Company, and now it's Castle Rock Home Builders. So they were purchased by them. So same thing, if you're used to hearing the Jones Company, it's Jones Company or Castle Rock Builders. So let's take a look at some of these homes. Okay, so as we jump over here to the map, you can see it's going to be located right here. It's going to be where Norman Farms is, and you're going to be located really close to this Indian Lake. You've actually got a lot of different shopping and things in this area, and this is a really great place to be very central to. And as you can kind of see, it's still pretty close to a lot of the different other neighborhoods that we've looked at that have been over here and on these peninsulas. But right here is where you're going to probably do a lot of shopping and different things, but you have a lot of different amenities in and around this area. So this is kind of central to all of the different neighborhoods that we have kind of looked at. But you can see right here, this is going to be where Norman Farms is. Now, homes in here are all going to be kind of in the mid 600s if you're looking at pricing, and you are going to have a lot of opportunities for new builds in this neighborhood. Some of these homes will start to turn over, and you will start finding some resale homes, but a lot of these are going to be new builds that are going to be for sale in here. And you can kind of see what these look like. Now, these homes are going to be somewhere from around 2,500 square feet to about 3,500 square feet on average. So you have a lot of different sizes to choose from in here and price points, but as you can see, these are going to be some of the new builds. So I can send you these listings if you want to take a look at these. They do have a model that you can walk through. So if you want to walk through the model and kind of see what some of the options are, you can do that as well and walk through some of these that are already under construction. But this just gives you an idea. You have a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,600 square feet, priced at $628 right now. And you can see some of the selections that they've chosen for this. This neighborhood is going to have walking paths. It's going to have a stocked fishing pond and a pond that you can kayak and things on. No pool in this neighborhood, but you will have a playground and walking paths and things like that. So you can see you've got another one here priced at $690, 5 beds, 3.5 baths, 3,400 square feet. So you can kind of scroll through, and these are going to be a lot of stock photos that you have on these as well, but you can definitely take a look at some of these in person to see. This one looks like it should be about complete. So nope, you've still got stock photos on this one. You can kind of go through and look at these and see, but all of these, you can see a lot of these floor plans and things on Jones' website as well, or Castle Rock, I should say. And this one was already built. So this is a good example. This one's priced at $825. It was already built. Someone has moved in. It's 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 3,500 square feet. But this neighborhood is going to have a lot of homes. You can still buy and customize these how you would like. The builder will potentially have some incentives that you could take advantage of too in here. So there could be a lot of great reasons to be in this neighborhood. But if you're looking for a new build and wanting to be in this price point of right about in the 600s, this could be a great neighborhood for you. Now last, the schools that you're going to be zoned for in here are going to be William Burris Elementary, Knox Doss Middle School, and Beach High School. So again, if you want to look up the schools, those are going to be the schools that you're zoned for here. But this is going to be another Castle Rock Jones community, price in the 600s. So great price point to grab a new build in the Nashville area. Okay, coming in at number 1, the most popular best-selling neighborhood right now in the Hendersonville area is Durham Farms. So this is going to be a really large neighborhood. It's going to be over 1,000 homes when completed. You've got many different builders in here. So lots of different builders. Some of them have already completed out everything that they are going to build. Houses are turning over. And then you've also got builders who are still continuing to build in here. So Shell Brothers, Pulte, Lennar are still building homes in here. They still have lots available. And then you have resale homes. And then you're also going to have townhomes in here. You'll have zero lot line homes, single family homes. So you've got a whole variety of different kind of homes. And then the amenities in this neighborhood are fantastic. Let's take a look at these just on the developer website. And then I've also got some videos of these as well, but you can see the amenities in here are great. You've got a great clubhouse in here with a workout facility. You've got the pool. You've got a splash pad. Here is a master look at the development right here. And I do actually have a full video on this neighborhood. If you want to check that out as well, actually, I'll link that at the end so that you can find that really easily. But this is a beautiful neighborhood. As you can see, it's just gorgeous and tons of different home types. And the other thing that you'll notice is that there is a lot of community activity in here. So there's always something going on. There's always a celebration or a get together, something happening at the clubhouse or a block party. So if you're looking for a lot of community, a place where a lot of people get out and about and enjoy just being together as a community, this neighborhood is fantastic. But let's take a look at some of the homes and where this is on the map. Okay, so right here, again, this is going to be a really large neighborhood. You got over 1,000 homes. But if I zoom out, you're going to be very close to that Norman Farms, which we just looked at. So you're going to be right up above where this Indian Lake Village is. But right here is where you're going to be located on the north side of Hendersonville and easy to get down into Nashville as well. So that gives you an idea. Now, the schools that you're going to be zoned for here are, again, going to be William Burris Elementary, Knox Doss Middle, and Beach High School. So if you're into schools, look those up. But let's go ahead and look these up. So you're going to have pricing that's kind of all over the board because you're going to have different ages of homes. This home, you still have homes that are still being built, like we said. You've got townhomes, different sizes. You're going to have homes anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 square feet. But your average price in here, or your median price, is going to be right in the 600s. So you can go as high as $1 million in here or into the 500s, but kind of that median is going to be right in the 600s. And this might be an example. This is going to be one that is currently being built, and you can see what this looks like. Price at $599.9. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,500 square feet, and you can see just kind of what this looks like here. They've got more photos of your clubhouse and your exercise room and all of that. But really, I mean, it would take all day to scroll through these. And like I said, I do have a full video on it. It's a little bit older, so the pricing could be a little bit outdated. I should probably do an updated one. But this will give you more of an idea of what the pricing would look like. This one's currently active for sale. It's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 3,383 square feet. This is really pretty, all brick with a really nice front porch on it. You can see it's super inviting, really pretty inside and nicely updated. So for this price point, this is really great. You're gonna have a little bit smaller yard on this one with the rear load garage, which you can find some of those in here. You'll also find homes with the traditional side load or front load garage, depending on how big of a yard you want, lot size, things like that. This one's gonna have still a 1/4 acre lot, but just with that rear load garage will take out some of your backyard. But this is still on a 1/4 acre lot. So you've got another one here listed at $639, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,761 square feet. And you can see what this one looks like. So we just scroll through here. Now, again, if you want me to send you these, I can certainly do that if you're interested in this neighborhood. But there's currently a lot of listings in here. So if you're looking for something, certainly there might be something that would work for you. You've got a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,000 square feet This one's going to be on 0.14 acres. So if you're looking for lower maintenance lot, this would be perfect for you in a smaller house. And you've still got a nice little yard and it's fenced. So if you have pets or whatever, that would work out really nicely. But just moving along here, let me see if I can find just one other one here to look at. Yeah, so you can see you've still got these new builds in here. And like I said, you've got Shell Brothers, Pulte, and Lennar, who are all currently building. So if you want to build something from scratch still, actually, I think Shell Brothers still has a basement lot that's still for sale. So if you wanted to build something with a basement, you could do that here. But a lot of options for resale, new builds, whatever. But just to get in this neighborhood, it's actually so nice and so much going on in here. A lot of community activity, like I said, and a lot of really great amenities to take advantage of. So if you're looking for a place that's really bustling with a lot of activity and a lot of community get-togethers and things like that, this will be a great neighborhood to think about, especially in the $600,000 price point. So that is Durham Farms coming in at number 1, and you can see why it's really, really popular. There's a lot of community activity, a lot of great amenities, and a lot of great houses and builders and things to choose from, resale, new. So a lot of reasons to consider Durham Farms if you're thinking about moving to the Hendersonville area. Now, like I said, I am going to do another video on Hendersonville, just showing more of like the shopping areas and telling you more about what Hendersonville in particular has to offer on an upcoming video. So be sure to stay tuned and stay subscribed for that. If this video is helpful, like it, subscribe. Like I said, I'm an agent in the area. So if you have questions at all about moving here or relocating, be sure to reach out to me. There's also a Calendly link in the description. So if you want to click on that and book a time to talk directly with me, if that's easier, you can do that as well. So that's down there. So don't hesitate to do that. Reach out with all your questions. I'm helping people just like you move to the area every single day. So be sure to reach out. If you have another video that you want to see, if you have other neighborhoods that you want to see videos on, leave those in the comments. I'd be happy to try to go out and get those for you as well. Like this video, subscribe. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video.